Sudan's paramilitary agreed to a new 24-hour ceasefire starting 1600 GMT, but it was not immediately clear whether the army would announce its own commitment to the ceasefire. The country has witnessed intense fighting between the army and the paramilitary forces, leading to over 270 deaths, and left at least 2,600 injured so far. The UN has expressed its concern to the US over reports of the US spying on the UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres and other senior officials. This comes after classified US documents were leaked online, which stated that the US intercepted conversations that shed new light on the UN chief's interactions with top UN officials and world leaders. Ukrainian officials are claiming that Russian drones have struck Ukraine's southern Odessa region and caused a fire at an infrastructure facility. Ukrainian officials released a video showing firefighters working on site of damaged buildings and what appears to be drone parts with a sign reading "Do not touch" in Russian. No casualties have been reported so far. Russian Defense Ministry had said 8 of its long-range bombers flew over neutral waters in the Sea of Okhotsk and Sea of Japan to provide air support to the forces of the Russian Pacific Fleet. This comes after a Pacific Fleet task force including a corvette and smaller anti-submarine ships held firing drills in the Sea of Japan on April 18th. The training sorties and drills are part of a snap review of the Russian forces in the Pacific ordered by President Vladimir Putin, which started on April 14th and is set to last until April 22nd. Ukraine receives first US Patriots, said to be a leading US defense system to combat enemy aircraft, ballistic missiles and cruise missiles. Ukrainian soldiers had received training from Germany and US troops. Rail workers across Germany will walk out on Friday as they demand higher wages to cope with high rates of inflation, the latest industrial action in Europe's largest economy. UK inflation shows an easing in the last month, but stays above the 10% mark. Britain's National Statistical Office says consumer price index rose by 10.1% in the 12 months to March 2023, as against 10.4% for the previous month. Chinese authorities have detained a dozen people over Tuesday's hospital fire in Beijing that left 29 people dead and numerous others injured. According to a preliminary probe, the fire broke out due to sparks which were generated during an ongoing internal renovation and caused flammable paint cans to catch on fire. Video footage showed some people climbing out of the windows using what appears to be makeshift ropes made out of bed sheets and jumping from the building. Holders Real Madrid reached the semi-finals of the Champions League for the third time in as many seasons following their 4-0 aggregate win over Chelsea. Meanwhile, AC Milan beat Napoli to reach the last 4 stage for the first time since 2007. Devin Booker dropped 38 points as the Phoenix Suns bounced back against the Los Angeles Clippers to level the 7-game series 1-1 with a 123-109 triumph.
WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.